First there was once he really left, there was a very bright union, a sense of peace, a sense of joy. And then there was a kind of a panicking, tremendous confusion. And that's why he was holding on to me, wanting me to be with him without realizing what that would mean, without fully realizing it, like pulling me there. And then when he began to be more adjusted to his state, it became more clear, more balanced. There was less of that pulling.
Did anyone come to him or meet him finally?
Yes, a little girl, the daughter of a friend who had died, and he was very connected with. And then he met his father and his younger brother.
Ask him if he can still perceive physical matter, earth, very clearly.
He said yes when he wants to. He's not, at the present time, not really trying to break through like he was. But he can perceive it.
And ask him to describe where he is and how he is now.
Well, he's in a place where there's really bright colors, and see a lot of flowers. It's almost like it's too pretty for him. There's a certain amount of restlessness, but that's part of what he has to learn, that everything doesn't have to be painful and difficult and strife and like he is in his earth body this time and many times was like a crusader finding the hardest things to do. This sojourn is like teaching him, attempting to teach him that there is merit to lighter things, less stressful situations. Like it isn't necessary to fight all the time to win something. Maybe the causes we're fighting over are just as well left alone. So it's a very peaceful, beautiful kind of spot, like a garden, beautiful, maybe like an island, has beautiful flowers. It's a very healing spot. I'm asking him if there's some way he can specifically communicate with me without holding on to me or me holding on to him.
Very good.
He doesn't know, but he's been thinking about it.
Ask him of your relationship, if it has just this one sojourn, or have you known each other previously, and does he know this at all now?
Well, this is something we discussed when he was still alive, and he said the times that I recalled were fairly accurate, but there were other times as well.
Ask him if his perspective has improved now that he is over in that other energy system.
His perspective?
Can he see this more clearly from where he is now?
Oh. She says that everything is very clear. It's very clear to him. The pattern is clear. And that nothing happened that wasn't set up to be happened. It's a very clear cause and effect. He seems to corroborate much of what we talked about before.
Very good. Now, why don't you ask him some questions that you feel are important at this time?
I believe that when a person goes through a very sorrowful, very painful experience like I've gone through, am still going through, that a certain amount of energy is generated. That there is like a build-up of some kind of power or energy, and I'm asking him if this is right, and he agrees. And I'm saying that I really don't know what direction I need to take with this. That I'm accepting, but that I feel very much at a loss in terms of where to go with it. I know I need to remain in the present and move forward and not hold on to the past. And I want help with this.
Does he have any recommendation?
He says that some information will come to me in dreams. To be very watchful. To really make an effort to note my dreams. I've been having lots of information in dreams, he says, and I haven't remembered it. Some of it may be too hard for me to look at. And he says the best time for me to communicate is the times when I awaken in the night to just sit up and meditate. And that he'll try when he can to really to give me the information I need to move on, to remain healthy. Like what he's saying is that our relationship is still very strong, very connected, but it's going to go into a completely different on a different level, a different kind of connection, and that he's attempting to make a change, that he's attempting not to hold on and drag me backwards.
Has he met any of those who have been guides to him in his previous sojourn?
Yes, one, like an elderly man or sort of a monk, dressed like a monk anyway, that he had met before, has been helpful to him in explaining why he needs to stay in the place where he is, and that he may need to stay there a long time.
Asking what is the most important item, information, or knowledge that has become clear to him since he left this sojourn?
He has to learn to laugh more. He says that's very important. And I was right when I used to tell him that. It seems very simplistic, but it's very important. That there's really a lot of humor in the whole picture. If we can stand back and look at it, that humor is just the flip side of tragedy, and it's where the strength comes from, and the ability to laugh at ourselves, see the lightness.
Humor is a balancing mechanism then.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Is there anything further that you would like to meet and converse with him about? You go ahead.
Finally, he wants me to get in touch with his daughter. I'm saying that might be difficult, but I'm willing to.
Does he have a particular message that you should give his daughter?
To explain to her how he felt about her, how much he loves her. All of his children, but particularly his oldest daughter. The question I'm asking that I don't get an answer to is just how he's going to directly communicate with me, and even more directly than this. Like if there's some way, even my physical part of me, my physical eyes or ears, or senses, can be aware of his presence. It's my spiritual body that my astral body too, that's aware and able to converse and have a dialogue, but I'm asking, is there some way he can connect with me on a conscious level? And I don't get an answer.
And then turn to Hans and ask Hans if there's a way that this can be done. And if it is an advisable thing to do.
Hans says that our union was so close that there's some way that Stephen can use, like, reinforce my energy, give me additional strength and healing power, and that yes, it can be done, but even he's not telling me how either.
Ask him if there's a reason why